What's up everyone? So we just got a snow dump yesterday. Now, what type of tires and vehicles do you need for in the winter and in the snow? Well, let's talk about this. So everyone, I got a great question earlier today asking kind of what is the best type of vehicle to have. We've got the Nissan Qashqai here, which is all-wheel drive, and then we also have a front-wheel drive Kia Forte. And someone was asking kind of how is it? Do we need an all-wheel drive? Do we need a 4x4? Do we need a truck? So this is just my opinion. I've watched a lot of videos on this kind of after we bought the vehicles, to be fair, and I did a lot of reading around, so I will be dropping some videos down below in the comments, so please do watch them, because again, this is just my advice, my opinion. Yours may differ, so yeah, you need to make this decision for yourself. So in winter here in Canada, Alberta, they get a lot of snow, not as much as like Quebec and Ontario, where the stuff can like be up to the roof of the car. But yeah, they get a bit here. So because we're living at the moment in a city downtown area, the roads tend to be cleared quite quickly. Now take note of this. We live in the downtown area / inner city, and the roads are cleared quite quickly. If you're living outside of the city, which I believe the person who asked me this is, I could be wrong, you will have, please, it might even be worth emailing the community centre or like the council to ask what their snow clearing policy is or schedule is. But if you are living outside of the city, I do believe the snow clearing isn't as efficient or as quick as what I would find being downtown / inner city in a core area. So on that note, like I say, our roads get cleared super quick. I'm going to stick a picture up probably here because it's like the biggest spot. We got a random snow dump yesterday and the roads technically cleared themselves, but it helps. I've seen the trucks going around, and what you'll normally find with snow clearance is they do the main roads first and then they'll work around the neighborhoods. But if you are living out in the suburbs, way outside of the inner city, the inner core, so if you think of like Calgary, look at their ring road. Edmonton has one as well, the Anthony Henday. If you're living outside of that, things are going to take a little bit longer to get cleared. So just be mindful of that. That is the point one. So on that note, if things are taking a while longer to get cleared, the vehicle you're going to want and need may vary. I would say if you're living way out in the sticks in some farmland area, you may be having to do a little bit of off-roading or dirt roading to get from your property to the main road, go for a truck, most likely, or a 4x4 or an all-wheel drive vehicle, just to make sure that you can definitely get from your house to the road. But yeah, that's just like way out there, worst case scenario. But from everything I've been reading and watching, it seems like it's the tires that make the world of difference. The vehicle is then the second option. And for myself, in the Nissan, the all-wheel drive vehicle, we got some Michelin winter tires, four tires and four steel wheels. Cost us around $1,000, and we got the wheels and the tires just so we can quickly on off the wheels / tires depending on the season, and as well it makes it quicker and more cost effective long run. And as well, you don't got to worry about scratching your rims every time you're swapping your tires over. So yeah, so we got some really good tires on this. On the Kia Forte, we just got some cheap $50, $60 winter rated tires. And again, make sure they have the M and S mountain and snow, or mud and snow symbol. Make sure they are legit winter tires. We just got some cheap ones on that, and again, in the inner city area, in the inner city core, that car did absolutely fine. But again, the roads were cleared pretty well, pretty good, and on the days that they weren't cleared, the Kia still did okay. We were still able to get around. You know, you just give yourself plenty, and I cannot express that enough, plenty of braking distance, plenty of stopping distance. the rear end of the car will kind of fishtail out a little bit and all that, but it's all good. You just give yourself plenty of space. So like I say, location of where you live, be mindful of that. Winter tires is the main thing. You could have, I don't know, tricycle, whatever, and it's the tires that makes the difference. You could have the best car ever, but if you're on slicks in the snow, great for summer, but you are just going to keep going. So from everything I've read, it's tires, car. Then after the tires, like I say, possibly look at the car. Again, it depends on then what you are driving on, what your daily commute is like. Like I say, the Kia itself tends to stay within the inner city core, maybe just going outside into the suburbs. That was the only reason we got this. We got the all-wheel drive vehicle, the crossover Nissan Qashqai, for going to the mountains, just again for that higher riding position, and again just because it's a bit sturdier. From going to the mountains though, from Edmonton to Jasper, and then from like Jasper down through the Icefield Parkway to Lake Louise, Banff and all that good stuff, to be honest, again, from the picture I put up earlier, the roads are that cleared. Like the Canadian system does an amazing job of clearing the roads. Now that being said, so again, where you live, tires, and then the third one being like vehicle, I would say the best way to look at that is, what are you using it for? Where are you most likely traveling? Where are you going to be spending the majority of your time? Because to be honest, from all the driving we've done on the days we've done it, and this is another takeaway, the days we've done it, either car is absolutely fine in winter. Like I say, there are so many front wheel drive cars, little sedan style cars. They're fine. You do not need an all-wheel drive car. You do not need a truck. You do not need a 4x4, but it's just your personal preference. Now, that again is going to change if you decide to go to the mountains in the middle of a snowstorm. In that case, yeah, you maybe want to either hold off on that, or if you've got the right vehicle for it, just take your time. But again, I feel for us, it's nice having that option of which we take. Again, we always do take the bigger car because it's nice to be higher up on the roads, and again, just to be a bit of a bigger vehicle. But I would not say it is a necessity, especially if finances are restricted. I would say what you really want to be spending your money on is some good quality winter tires. And like I say, I went for a set of the Michelins. I can't remember what they are because they're now not on the car, but by all means do ask me and I will put it in the comments. But spend your money on the tires and you will be fine. I do have some people that drive around on all seasons or all weather. They do okay, but I wouldn't risk it. And the bonus as well, if you put winter tires on, is your insurance premiums also go down, which is going to be a big thing as well. But again, I cannot stress enough about the tires. Don't worry too much about the vehicle and whether or not it's all-wheel drive, because it's nice to have, but I really wouldn't say it's a necessity if you're not driving in the middle of a snowstorm or you're coming in from like way out in the sticks. If you're coming from way out in the sticks and the road clearance isn't that good, then maybe consider an all-wheel drive vehicle. I do apologize, everyone. This has been a bit of a ramble on, probably a lot of repeating of myself, but again, I just want to really get it out there. And again, I'm going to put all the videos down, links in the description bit down below of the videos I've watched to help inform me. And again, they all say it's the tires. The vehicle doesn't make a huge difference. And again, from my experience, like I say, all-wheel drive does make a little bit of a difference, especially in like the sedan styles compared to a front-wheel drive. But I don't know if for myself, when we get another vehicle, if I would get all-wheel drive again. One, partially from the cost side of it, because again, when you replace one tire, you are meant to replace all of them, because otherwise it apparently messes up the drivetrain and all that stuff. So yeah, there's definitely a cost side to it. So something just to bear in mind, like I say, tires. And again, it brings your premiums down. Anyway, everyone, any more questions? Again, do apologize for rambling on. It is super long. So yeah, have a good one. Any more questions, just